Our strategy to rebuild the core has begun to yield clear, measurable outcomes. In a departure from previous years where we held heavy position in government securities, I think 2025 saw us starting to grow the business. So in 2025, we transitioned into a phase of execution and growth. While outwardly it was a year reclaiming market share, internally it was a clear year of rebuilding the core of dfcu as we reorganized to grow sustainably, but also to modernize the organization. So we didn't just chase growth in the year, but we rebuilt the foundation for the next 60 years. And as you can see from there were a couple of things that we did that allowed us to grow. The first one is the customer growth. We focused a lot on customers, and as a result, we saw a 12% increase in our customers, a 25% increase in our borrowers, a 63% increase to new loans to SMEs, and a 9% increase in SACCOs and investment clubs mobilization of deposits. We also started to see active agents growing by 28%. Our online banking subscribers grew by 13%, and we introduced intelligent ATMs and also a bulk acceptance for our business customers. Our branch network, we reorganized some of them and it put new footprint, for example, in Fort Portal where we were not before, so that we can start to create new areas. And I remember at the last AGM here, you did ask us, when are we setting up a branch in Fort Portal? I'm happy to announce that the branch is actually there, it's been opened and it's working. We are exploring new opportunities for branches this year, and we'll continue to grow our footprint in those economic hubs that we identified. As a result of that, we increased our share price that we give to our clients, and you can see there's 3.89 shilling increase in the shared value that we give to yourselves. We paid 90 billion in taxes to URA, so we contribute to the national cake in our contribution, and we continue to see an increase in our contribution to community and the impact that we did. So as a result, what we actually did last year was we improved our technology. In other words, we rebuilt our technology, we rolled out a new hardware platform for our technology. We re-engineered our processes, and we had new account opening processes, our digital onboarding, and reducing the time to market for our products. But also we improved the leadership caliber. We are fully staffed at the top level, in other words, the executive team, as well as the level below the executive team. And this comes up in the results that we show, that our customer loans went up by 12%, our customer deposits went up by 15%, and our revenue went up by 16%. So in essence, we've started to see growth in the business, unlike the previous years where we were rebuilding. We are starting to see growth in the business as both the customer loans, the customer deposits, but also total revenue attributable to customers showed a 16% growth. Given that our inflation is 3.5%, we are growing like almost 4 times or 3 times the rate of inflation in the country. We have seen growth in terms of our revenues this year. Total revenues grew up by 16% this year. And we do appreciate the consensus that the shareholders on the cost line, and as the CFO has explained, yes, we did see a significant rise in the costs, particularly as they relate to the legal costs, which are explained on page 263 of the annual report, which explains where those costs have gone and why they increased. We do appreciate the concern of the shareholders around the Crane Bank issue and the issues arising from that. We believe that the issue is being managed, and we continue to manage it, and we expect that the legal process will come to a conclusion at some point, and I think we're in the last stages of it. So we believe that we will be able to manage that process and close it at this point in time.